Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about nationalism and imperialism. During the last quarter of the 19th century, the nationalist groups became increasingly intolerant of each other and ready to go to war. Major European powers in turn manipulated the nationalist aspirations of the subject peoples in Europe to further their own imperialist aims. As you can see on the map here, these are the parts of Ottoman Empire in the early 19th century. The most serious source of nationalist tensions in Europe after 1871 was the area of Balkans. Balkans was a region of geographical and ethnic variations which comprise of the modern day Romania, Bulgaria, Albania, Greece, Macedonia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Slovenia, Serbia, Montenegro, where inhabitants were broadly known as slaves. So the people living in these Balkan states are broadly known as slaves. Ethnic groups are the groups that constitute the largest percentage of the population are shown as the background colors here, and the minorities that constitute 1/4 or more are shown with the diagonal colors here. These are in the less populated regions. Now, a large part of the Balkans was under the Ottoman Empire. You can see here Istanbul. These all regions are Ottoman Empire regions. So the spread of the ideas of romantic nationalism in the Balkan regions like Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Serbia, Montenegro, all these regions together known as the Balkan regions wanted to disintegrate themselves from the Ottoman Empire. All through the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire had sought to strengthen itself through modernization and internal reforms, but they achieved very little success. One by one, its European subjects nations broke down the nationalities and declared themselves as independent. The Balkan peoples based their claims for independence on political rights on the nationality, which was used history to prove that they have been independent but had subsequently been subjugated by the foreign powers. Hence, the rebellious nationalities in the Balkans thought of their struggles as an attempt to win back their long lost independence. Earlier, they all were united, they were independent, but they have been subjugated by the foreign powers that the Balkans made them to now think and fight back, which they have lost long back the independence. So you can see here the Ottoman Empire, the entire region, and how the Balkan states were an integral part of the Ottoman Empire from here. As you can see, Greece here, Greece and these other regions broken down into the Balkan regions are this. As the different Slavic nationalities struggled to define their identity and independence, the Balkan area became an area of intense conflict, severe conflict. The Balkan states were fiercely jealous of each other. They are jealous of each other, and each one hoped to gain more territory at the expense of other regions. So Macedonia is jealous of Bulgaria, Bulgaria is jealous of Macedonia, Kosovo. So they want to gain more territory over each other. Matters further got complicated because the Balkans also became the scene for a big power rivalry. So, to gain control over the Balkans, the countries like Austria, Hungary, Russia, other France, Italy, other countries want to enter in and take control over this. So it became a matter or a scene of a big power rivalry. During this period, there was intense rivalry among the European powers over trade and colonies as naval and military might. So it was a mercantilism period when it was going on. The rivalries were very evident in the way of Balkan problem got unfolded. So the powers such as Russia, Germany and England, Austria and Hungary was keen on countering holding of others' powers on the Balkans and extending its own control over the area, and this led to a series of wars in the regions and finally the First World War in this region. So nationalism aligned with imperialism led to Europe to a disaster in 1914, but meanwhile many countries in the world which have been colonized by Europe powers in the 19th century began to oppose the imperial domination. The anti-imperial movement has developed a ground and everywhere were nationalists in the sense that they all struggled to form independent nations and were inspired by the sense of collective national unity forged into confrontation and imperialism. European ideas of nationalism were now replicated for people everywhere, developed their own specific variety of nationalism, but the idea that societies should be organized into nation states came to be accepted as natural and universal. So, as we begin the chapter, we learned that Frederick Sarajevo has painted a series of paintings where he had a vision that every country should be as a nation with their sense of collective identity. So, if you see here, inspired by the sense of national unity and societies being organized into nation states came to be accepted as natural and universal. And with this, we come to the end of this chapter.